Hello, welcome back to the Ace and Hole podcast, episode 9, I think. Could be 10, could be 8, I don't know. But we're running it back from last week. We're going to have another draft. A second draft, 2 weeks in a row. But we got 3 people here today. We're all finally here for once.
Yeah, don't worry. I made it out of Friar Hell, guys. It's fun.
Cliff's back from hell. He met MJF on his way out. The devil gave him a nice little pat on the ass.
He brought me back, actually.
Called him a little incel, gave him a little pat on the ass, brought him back. Eli's here like he was last week. I'm here like I was last week. We're getting hype. It's episode 9. All-time, well, not all-time draft. We're doing, that was another thing we talked about, was an all-time draft.
That was the other idea we had for tonight.
Yeah. But we're doing a draft between the 3 major brands, which is AEW, WWE, and NJPW. I don't want to hear shit about Impact. I don't want to hear shit about CZW. I do want to hear shit about CZW because I like talking about it, but I don't want to hear shit about GCW. I don't want to hear about anything other than these 3. These are the 3 major ones across the world.
But
I don't want to hear.
What about Lucha Underground?
That shit's defunct. The bitch is gone. Yeah, it brings a tear to my eye. Cliff, how are we feeling? How are we feeling? I feel like this is the first time all 3 of us have been back together in what seems like forever.
It feels like it's been a minute.
And it's been like 2 weeks.
In, the grand scheme of everything, could be a little better because, work's being a little rough, but I'm doing okay. I had a really eventful day. So yeah, I'm feeling pretty okay.
The mouthpiece is on his phone right now.
The biddy sent me a video, so I had to listen to it, bro. It's urgent. I put him on the back burner for this, so I figured you would be able to go into like a life story or something, keep going for like 30 seconds. No. And as soon as I mute my mic, that's when you stop. That's when you stop talking. As soon as I put my...
You never give us an opportunity at the beginning to ever
I always give you an opportunity. What do you mean?
You never give us an opportunity.
I always throw it to you guys.
No!
I always throw it to you guys. I always ask you how you're doing.
Yeah, you ask how we're doing. You never give us anything. That's it.
Well,
Eli, how are you doing?
How it usually is on the Ace and the Hole podcast.
I'm doing pretty good. I'm doing excellent right now. I'm tired because I got to work mornings and afternoon this upcoming 6 weeks. So I'm tired. I'm going to be tired. I'm going to lose my mind by the end of the month. And I think I'm probably going to lose this draft too, but hey, you know what?
You know who else is glorious? Bobby Roode, baby.
No,
that is absolutely nothing.
Man.
No one's say glorious.
Oh, my bad. It's in the text I'm sending. It's in the text I'm sending, bro. Undiagnosed ADHD all over the place tonight, bro.
Well, neither one of us were ever diagnosed because, we were just perfect little kids, right?
Oh, yeah. Bro, you know what popped in my mind for absolutely no reason? You and I, you remember that thing we used to do? Like you would lay on your... Yeah. Literally the shindig. I thought about that like a couple, 3 weeks ago. I was like, why am I thinking about this? This is such an obscure fucking memory.
Eli, so here's what we used to do. We would get left alone at the house in Maze quite a bit because they both our parents worked a lot. But they had this like surround sound system in the living room. We would turn it on and just, be kids and, do some stupid shit. So I decided, here, I'm going to lay on my back, pull my knees into my chest so my shins are up. I'm going to have Austen run at me and jump and land on my shins with his shins crossed and see if I could hold it. It took us about 20 tries before I could get him to hold. Not thinking that he could just jump next to me. It was the running start that always make us fall.
See, that would have been such a nicer thing for you to haze me with than the figure 4 leg lock you put me in for about 20 minutes. That would have been so much nicer.
See,
it was forever.
What gets me about the shindig is like that is quite possibly one of the worst fucking things you can ever imagine. Like one of the worst things you can ever work up in your mind. Let's put his shin bones on my shin bones with a running start and jump with all his body weight and just smash our shins together and hope they stay. That is like the worst fucking thing you can ever concoct in your mind.
But we did it, and we did it multiple times.
And we did it all the way even when we moved. Like when we moved to
10th Street.
Both
sides of 10th Street.
Yeah. Because that's what
I
the
think I've seen
memory
you
that
guys
came.
do that.
Did we ever do it with you there?
I don't think so.
I don't think so. No.
I think before
The only
wrestling-
memory I have of all three of us, I think the only memory I have of all three of us wrestling is you pulling me on top of you and breaking your hand or arm.
when you jumped on my hand and broke it.
You fucking pulled me off! You pulled me off! There's no ifs, ands, or buts about it! You pulled me off and you know it! You ran running, you said, he jumped on me! I did not jump! You pulled me off! I was on top of the box!
I was on the ground doing
you were
that
on top
because
of the box and jumped.
Cliff had just Samoan
No,
dropped
you pulled me off!
beforehand, and I was looking up. Austen is on top of the boxes, about ready to deliver a foot stomp to Cliff. Cliff reaches up, grabs Austin's wrist. I start to move to pin Cliff, like, okay, maybe I can get a pin out of this. And all of a sudden, Austin's coming down as Cliff is pulling his arm back towards his body. And Austin goes down on top of Cliff. Cliff gets up, runs out the door, and me and Austin are looking at each other confused.
That sounds an awful lot like someone pulling someone else on top of them.
You jumped on my hand.
I did not jump on you, bro!
You pulled
I did not!
I didn't pull shit.
I still think the worst move I've ever taken.
Oh, is it for
I'm not even
the Lions Live?
No. I'm not going to mention his name, but dude you grew up with. It was me, you, and him. Yes, you, Cliff. It's the dude we don't talk about, because fuck him.
Ah, okay, yeah.
When he gave me that fucking backbreaker in the pool, and he gave me it like full force, bro. There was no like coddling. Like he picked my ass up. It was like a tilt-a-whirl backbreaker. It was like the worst fucking thing I'd ever taken, ever.
Is this the same guy that
not
power
high
drove
enough in
me?
the pool.
I would assume so, yeah.
Probably, yeah. But yeah, no, the pool didn't even have enough water in it to like, give you that cushion either.
Yeah, it was terrible. Like that is quite possibly, I think, the worst move I've ever taken from any of you. Like that was
And it
rough.
wasn't even one of us.
Me and you have done
Yeah.
some stupid things too.
Bro,
Like,
I've taken some
We
pretty
took
fucking
guitar shots
stupid
from
bumps.
Guitar Hero guitars at certain
I
points.
took some pretty ridiculous bumps as like a 12-year-old. I don't know
You
what
were
the fuck I was
stupid.
thinking. I would do it all over again, though. Honestly.
Oh yeah.
Honestly,
for
if
real,
someone on an indie show is like, "Hey, I want you to jump off the scaffolding," there's gonna be like 2 people down there. They might catch you, they might not. I'd be like, "Shit, you don't even gotta pay me. I'll do it. I'll just be there."
Don't say it too loud. Any promoters in the Indiana area might hear you.
I fucking hope they do. Give me my shot. Put me on that mic. I'll be better than the entire roster, baby. Oh,
So, anyway, thanks to a little bit of pre-show drafting and wheel spinning and all that other shit, I have the first overall pick, which I realize now I probably should have gotten anyway, as your reigning, defending, Ace
Shut
in the
the
Hole
hell
podcast
up, you
predictions
bitch.
champion.
bro, we've had one predictions, and you think you're the god of the world.
Undefeated.
You know who's undefeated in drafts, though? Me. With Eli's terrible draft last time.
Austin, if an injury bug hits your show, you're down to watching, a couple referees wrestle in the main event. Because you got a lot of people made of glass.
I'm gonna
I
kill
think
off
I'd
my
put-
show like WCW and predict ruin what's gonna happen on his show on some live
Bro,
tape that he taping he
That-
has. I'm gonna ruin it and get him all the ratings, and then I'm gonna be bought out. That's just how that one's going.
I mean, honestly, fuck. Eric Bischoff should go for that, honestly. Like, that's crazy as
I would
hell.
like to make some breaking news. Tyrus is now the NWA World Heavyweight Champion.
Okay.
Breaking news.
Whatever, bro. But, same rules as last time, as the last draft we had last week, except there is one little tweak, and that is it's only active tag teams, and not former tag teams. It's like how we got away with DIY and Rated RKO and all that. You already get away with that this week. I abused the shit out of that last week. Hella overpowered. We're going with only active tag teams, and you can still just take one or the other if you wanted to. And like Cliff mentioned earlier, Cliff does have the first pick. I got the second pick, and Eli has gotten the third pick. And we all got our respective brands, per se.
Hate it.
With Cliff getting AEW, I got NJPW, and Eli got WWE. That's not really, like, that's not going to matter at all. Excuse me. Keep burping. That's not going to matter at all. It's just more of like a imagine this person here type of thing. Like, imagine Roman Reigns in JPW, or stuff like that. Just kind of different visualizations in your head. But I think we might be ready to kick it off. We're over 10 minutes into this episode already, and we haven't even started the draft. I think it's been entertaining, to say the least, though. If you have listened this far, thank you. Appreciate it. Love you.
At home is posted to our Facebook page.
Yeah, make sure you do a shindig for the Garian boys. For the Garen boys, make sure you hit us a shindig and send it our way. Now,
no pads. You have to do it bare shins.
Yeah, it's bare shins. Now, let me talk to you, though. This month is Men's Mental Health Awareness Month, so I do believe I mentioned that last week. But just keep that in mind with the ones that you love, your friends, all of that. I know I typically say this at the end of the episode, but I feel a lot of people don't make it to the end of the episode. So, saying it now, just keep those in your mind. Men have a higher suicide rate, and they are less likely to go and get help and seek help. So just make sure you're always keeping that in mind with the ones you love and your friends. But I think that's all I gotta say for that. Yeah! So, I think we're ready to get this draft started. Everyone got an idea of what they want to draft, even though it's going to be gone in like 3 seconds anyway.
I got my whole draft done.
Yeah, Eli's got his fake draft that, we're going to ruin because, he's picking last.
So, and this is a traditional draft. We aren't snake drafting. That shit's stupid. That shit's for the birds. We're going 1, 2, 3, 1, 2, 3, 1, 2, 3. So, the second ever, first ever all major brands, second ever Ace in the Hole podcast draft is open. Cliff, take it away.
Give me Kazuchika.
Easy first pick there.
Any other pick, I would have been trolling. I would have been feeding, inting. There's no other pick that should have been made here other than the Rainmaker, Kazuchika Okada.
Honestly, that's what I would have picked too. I mean, I don't think anyone else could go there. So, Kazuchika Okada is off the board first. That was my first pick. So
I made it easy for you guys.
So now I got to do a little bit of thinking here. Because I also want to take another...
I'm going to take Jimmy Wang Yang.
I also want to go NJPW. But
Jimmy Wang
there's
Yang
also...
was my go-to guy on SmackDown vs. Raw. Because somebody
Jimmy Wang Yang is goated. Bro's goated. So I got to decide if I want to go NJPW or AEW here. Because I got two really good talents in mind. So, pull my heartstrings both ways. Because I've seen one of these dudes wrestle live before. He's absolutely great live. He's incredible.
I could probably see I'm not taking him.
Well, I don't care if you're taking him or not.
The first pick.
You're probably picking Roman Reigns, and that's fine. You can have Roman. I don't give a shit. Because at the end of the day, titles don't carry over. You're choosing off of pure ability. Who is the best wrestler out of these three? Which is why I think I could get flamed for this, could get fried for this. I am not an NJPW stan. But give me Jay White.
Oh, you
breathe
bitch.
with the switchblade, baby. That's a good number 2.
This man could put on a hell of a match. Give him a good story or anything, and he'll put it.
He's also a great group leader.
I mean, those were like the two main NJPW people. There's only like one or two others that I can think of in the back of my mind that I could have taken there. There's another dude, like I said, I got to see him wrestle live a couple, 3 years ago. Great in ring. Not Jay White. I didn't get to see Jay White wrestle. I'm talking about the other dude that I might be able to pick. Hopefully.
That might or might not still be there.
Yeah, might or might not still be there. Eli, you got the third pick here. Your draft is already in ruins because I took Jay White second.
And Okada first.
He was my fourth pick. I know. I did not have Okada. Yeah.
Jay White was your fourth pick? Your fourth round pick? You thought Jay White was going to fall to the fourth round? Oh my!
An Impact, by the way, just throwing that out there.
Only hope. I'm gonna swap these two around real quick.
Bro, people's runs in Impact are crazy. Like Brock Lesnar's run in Impact was wild. Cody Rhodes like 4-match.
Brock had a run in Impact?
No, Bobby. They're in a feud right now. We just watched Lesnar's college wrestling match. So,
alright, I got my pick.
When are you? All right, Eli, what's your pick?
I had to go between the tag team I was gonna pick, the legend of New Japan I was gonna pick, or the future of New Japan, and I'm going with the future. I got Will Ospreay as my number one pick.
God, that's a good third pick.
I had a New Japan legend. I had a tag team that's phenomenal. I had to.
Well, Ospreay was another one I was thinking of. I almost took Ospreay in that second spot.
Ospreay still has a huge career looking ahead of him, and he's had an amazing career behind him and currently. So it's
shit in NJPW with Ricochet. Oh my god.
Well, his ROH stuff even. Rev Pro,
not New Japan.
he did great.
What culture?
Oh yeah, sort of Essex.
Yeah. Mm-hmm. Which are basically the cheap version of the group he's in now.
True. But Ospreay, I had to. I had to get him while he was still up there.
It's your turn.
Well, I wish you all goodbye and a very, very good night, as I'm taking the cleaner, Kenny Omega.
Fuck you, bro.
That's who
now I think you're going to get Kenny in the second round?
No. I could have.
Nah.
So now, here's the thing. I don't know if he's this good to take him this high.
I'm going to switch people around again.
I think you guys are going to forget about him. So I'm not going to pick him here.
So you're going to not take him in the second round?
I'm not taking the dude I'm thinking of in the second round. The dude I was referring to as I've got to see him wrestle live was Kenny Omega. Because he got to wrestle on Dark the first year AEW was in Indy. It was him versus Jack Evans, I'm pretty sure, for the AAA title.
I bet that was a banger, though.
It was a really good match. And that followed up right after Moxley versus Darby won.
Ooh.
When he came out with the body bag,
yeah,
that was that night. That followed that up. So we got Mox versus Darby, and then right after that, we got Omega and Jack Evans.
God damn. You think
so
we can see Abaddon?
I hope so.
Later this month?
You know how much I love Abaddon. I really hope so.
If we see Abaddon, I might get kicked out.
If we see Abaddon, bro, I think I might go crazy. I might faint. Alrighty, so this dude I'm gonna hold off on getting because I think you guys are gonna forget about him. I don't think you'll even. I don't think you'll think of him. I think he'll be gone.
The end of my list.
Taking a look at NJPW because I know there's someone here that I want. Question is, do I want him right now, though? Do I want him right now, or can I wait? Is the question. Oh. I think I might go AEW with this pick. Also, we're all using the same rosters here. CM Punk is still listed on the roster. You cannot pick CM Punk. Okay, CM Punk's done. We're all looking at the same rosters. I just saw him. You cannot pick CM Punk. He is gone. See, this is where I kind of regret not having a set list of wrestlers like Eli did. Because I know that there's someone from AEW that I want. And I can't find him.
I'm still going around and changing it because I keep going through, and there's a lot of big names you could pick. There's a lot of up-and-coming stars you could pick from some of these places.
The problem I have with NJPW is that their roster is so expansive and massive, bro. Like, oh my.
Well, I like how they have it classified heavyweight, junior heavyweight, strong, young lions. It helps a lot.
It does. Eli, you taking TJP with your next pick?
No.
I know you're a big TJP fan.
I am. I didn't even think
too.
about him.
Austin,
Okay, you know what?
long enough.
Yeah, you know what?
Second pick.
I'm a full send. I said I was going to take this dude later. I'm taking him now. All right. This could be the throw of the draft. I could be throwing it all away. We're going.
Quote, quote, forgetting.
We're going. Zack Sabre Jr.
That's a reach. I think that's a reach.
That's what I was saying. I could get him later, but I want to get him now. While I know he's still here, while I can get him, I blanked on a bunch of other people. I'm getting him now.
He takes the
Not bad. He has
he's
Ospreay, honestly. A part of Suzuki-gun in New Japan, and he also has this weird tag team with him now, and they wear his jacket. I'm very confused about what happened. But speaking of tag teams, I know it's kind of odd early on into the draft to pick a tag team, but my tag division could really use. No, it's not them. It's the AAA Tag Team Champions, the ROH Tag Team Champions.
Oh my!
Future AEW Tag Team Champions, the New Japan Heavyweight Tag Team Champions, FTR, baby. That is my second pick.
See, I don't know though. I don't know if I take that because they aren't good singles competitors. You have to have but you have to have a good. You have to build a tag team division for them to wrestle. You don't know what I have and don't have.
You don't know what I have and don't have.
Austen, Eli is just going to draft 20 tag teams. It's fine. He's going to have Will Ospreay and a bunch of tag teams.
Will Ospreay,
honestly,
can carry it all.
Each of their own, I guess.
To be fair, Ospreay can have a good match with anybody. So
exactly, he could carry it all. He holds all the singles belts where they all fight amongst themselves. I'm going to get yelled at for my fourth pick.
You're up. First pick of round 3.
Round 3 already? How did you guys stretch this out so far last week? That's kind of crazy.
Because we kept going off on each other the whole time.
Yeah, it was very hostile. It was not a good working environment. Also, are we wanting to do women's and men or just men? Since there's such an expansive roster that we have to pick from.
Why don't we just do...
We'll do men.
Men, yeah. And if
for
we
now.
add a small women's draft onto the end, why not?
Oh, you bitches.
Alright, so...
Okay, I gotta get rid of that pick, gotta get rid of that pick, gotta get rid of that pick.
Bro, it just gives you more picks. Why are you complaining?
Because I had Abaddon coming up soon.
Ooh. I don't know. I'm a huge Abaddon fan, but I don't know if I'm taking her over half of the...
My whole... Ah, damn it, you bitch.
Oh, why am I even stalling? With my third overall pick, give me Cody.
Cody Rhodes?
Cuck.
Yeah.
Cody Rhodes.
Yes. The American Nightmare.
Cuck.
That makes me feel a lot better about my Zack Sabre Jr. pick.
Well, I mean, if that's how we're going to draft, I know I can, be a little safer, so I need to lock down, at least something from every company.
All right, we want to lock people down. I'm gonna get someone else that's truly technical. I'm gonna get someone else that can have a good match with almost anyone. Someone that's finally
Zack Sabre.
finally spreading their wings and leaving the WWE banner. Give me the American Dragon, Bryan Danielson.
I
Or
like
Daniel
that.
Bryan, whatever you want to call him.
Not bad.
That's.
I also got to watch him wrestle live last year.
I bet that was sick.
Trying
All right,
to fix all
Eli.
my yeah, I'm trying to fix all my shit now.
The American Dragon's going over the pond to New Japan.
That's right. Austen is drafting for New Japan.
I am drafting for New Japan. So far, very New Japan-esque roster, though.
Right.
You have a very New Japan roster.
So do I, because my next pick
Oh, my.
is the legend of New Japan I was talking about.
Tanahashi.
Tanahashi.
Yep.
I have to. He still has some good matches in him. I'll milk him for what I can get out of him.
Wait. So we can draft people that are injured, correct?
Yeah, I drafted Cody.
I already
Cliff
got my
said
next
as
pick.
long as you can give a good.
I already got my
reason
next pick.
behind.
Yeah, as long as you.
Cody
as long as
will
you're
be
willing to argue
returning.
it,
Can I
As
say?
soon as I say this name, you guys are going to be pissed that you forgot
Can
about
I
him.
say for
ahead.
somebody like Big E who that injury, you have to like, yeah.
I don't think anyone's drafting Big E. I don't.
I don't think he'll be back.
Well, let me just quickly add.
Okay, so we are back to me, correct?
Yes.
Yes, I think so.
Okay.
Alright, I got my team.
Did you take Takahashi or Tanahashi?
Tanahashi,
Hiroshi Tanahashi.
Hiroshi Tanahashi. Sorry, I might have just given one of my picks up. Naito. Hey, Tetsuya Naito. Oh, he's not picking Naito. Never mind. You did the eye thing.
Yeah, I did do the eye thing.
He was thinking about it.
I really like just doing the eye thing.
It's not a bad pick.
Maybe it's like the Dark Order thing where he likes to just hold up the.
Who doesn't like just showing the palm of their hands to people, though?
Probably not a lot of people.
We need an MCMG tag with Dark Order to where they do the claw with the thing.
I don't know if
I
that
need
would
to see it now. John Silva trying to act cool with him. It would be awesome.
All right, Cliff.
Yep.
It's your
I'm
pick.
ready.
Hangman.
I am. What?
You picking Hangman?
How the fuck did you know?
You're a bitch.
I knew it. Hangman
Was it
Adam
reflecting
Page.
on my glasses or something?
No, it wasn't. I just had
That
a
gives me
feeling.
the pick I wanted now.
'Cause you went Cody last round, so I was like, well, he's got to have someone that follows kind of the same path. Now, I might have to make a case for this because I'm pretty sure he hasn't wrestled in a while. But I think
on the injuries, we'll let you argue it. Basically, is what we agreed.
But I don't think you guys will argue with me because I want to see this dude wrestle again. Give me Kota Ibushi.
Okay. He's not injured. He broke his
I didn't think he was
contract with
injured. I
New
thought-
Japan.
Yeah.
And so he was put either on suspension or his contract is being rode out until he is off contract. Because he worked with another company and broke his non-compete clause.
See, I was under the impression he got hurt. 'Cause
No.
I thought he got hurt a
He
while
was at
ago.
first. He was at first. It was supposed to come back for the G1, and then it came out that he was working for another company and trying to sign a contract with them while in contract with New Japan. And a lot of shit went down. That's how that one went. I'll still give you
I mean,
Ibushi.
I'll allow it. Yeah, I'll
'Cause-
allow it.
He's still under contract with them.
I personally am a big Ibushi fan, so that's the only reason I wanted him. That's why I probably could have drafted him 20th, and you guys wouldn't even thought about him.
See,
But
now this makes my 4th round pick look stupid. Now it makes me look stupid.
well, this is your 4th round pick. It's your turn. Also, like to point out well, I guess Cody Rhodes is WWE guy, but no WWE people besides Cody.
Well, I'm gonna change that right now.
You
I'm
picking
picking
Roman?
Johnny Gargano.
Bro pulls out another questionable pick.
Bro's wildin'.
You can't tell me him versus Ospreay wouldn't be a decent match, though.
I don't think him and Tanahashi could put on a good match.
I'm not saying
Styles.
Tanahashi. I'm saying Ospreay. Or
I
one of the
don't know,
FTR boys?
That's one hell of a reach.
Okay, Zack
be
Sabre
fa-
Jr.
Look at my roster.
Cliff has
He
Cody.
fits perfectly in there.
You have Zack. I have Johnny. How about that?
And you have FTR, who you have drafted no tag teams for.
Yeah, well, you know,
You
we're still moving
we are
forward.
just in
We're
the
still
fifth
moving
round,
forward.
and me and you both don't have tag teams, Austin.
okay? I'll throw tag teams together. I don't give a shit. I'll sign a tag team from the Indies.
So
It's your turn
Oh,
to kick us
no.
off for the 5th round.
it leaves me to a dice roll, honestly. Because I'm going AEW once again with this
I
next
forgot he
pick.
signed.
I don't know whether I draft the singles dude or whether I draft the tag team.
You taking Jeff Jarrett?
No, I'm taking the devil himself, Maxwell Jacob
Ooh,
Friedman.
Fuck you.
not a bad pick.
I-
Not a bad pick.
I'm the number one pick, man.
I almost took MJF instead of Zack Sabre Jr. with my 2nd overall pick.
I'm surprised.
That's
he
how
lasted this
high
long,
I am
honestly.
on MJF. He was going to be my pick this. He was going to be my pick this round. Fuck. Okay. I gotta do a little bit of soul searching here.
So, while Austin's looking around, so Eli, I gotta ask. So I listened to last week. I wasn't here. What's up with that last pick in the draft, bud? Sheamus was still on the board. Ricochet was still on the board.
Austin kept pointing out I didn't have a tag partner for Candice LeRae. I didn't have a tag partner for Candice LeRae. LeRae's
Who he
alone.
took 2nd
What do you
overall,
do with
remind you.
LeRae? I had a plan and you completely ruined the plan.
Honestly, though, watching the draft, I just thought Eli was gonna redraft Black and Gold NXT.
I was
You
thinking
did text
about
me
it.
that.
Yeah.
He took Johnny and Ciampa with the tag pick, and I lost everything I
And you
I
could
could have
never
done with it.
recover.
Okay.
My whole
This
thing
is-
went shot.
This is one hell of a reach. I already know it is.
On
You're going to
Anderson.
give me looks. I'm not fucking Arn Anderson. Are you shitting me? One hell of a reach.
Fuck
you guys are
Anderson,
going to
Jeff
get.
Hardy.
You guys are going to give me weird looks. I'm going to get flamed for it. I don't give a shit. Give me Rey Fenix and Pentagon. Give me the Lucha Bros at 5. 2 of the best luchadors that have come out of AAA and have made a gigantic splash on the Indies and in AEW.
Not a bad
Whether they are a tag team or they end up splitting up. I get 2 really, really good fast-paced luchadors.
Alright.
The literal
Alright.
Mexican god.
I see that tag team, and this tag team has stayed in the same position pretty much the whole draft. I raise you this tag team. The Detroit Boys. Bite in the hand. Feeds ya MCMG.
Motor
I'm picking Motor City Machine Guns. FTR, Motor City.
I feel Austin's soul leaving his body.
What you doing, Austin?
The small lean up.
What
And the
happened,
scribble
Austin?
for me.
What happened, Austin? What happened?
I didn't know that's how we were doing this, but, you know.
Oh God, why'd you piss him off, Eli? Okay, so I'm gonna panic pick, and for my 6th pick, I need a tag team because I haven't drafted a tag team yet, and I'm gonna take the Young Bucks.
Alright. I didn't have them on my list.
Gross.
As I complete the elite.
I mean, technically you. Oh, no, you did.
Yeah.
I forgot you picked up Paige. Yeah. Yeah.
I've
Alright.
drafted the elite back into
That's
all
fair.
elite wrestling.
Austin's trying to find a tag team that's going to try and screw me over.
I'm just trying to find someone that you want. I'm trying to telegraph
Out
your
for
next pick.
blood. Okay,
You're
Austin,
not
you
going
saw how we
to
drafted
believe who
last
I'm
time.
picking next.
Just try to work with that.
You're not going to believe who I'm picking next.
I got a feeling it's Styles. I got a feeling that's who you want. Because you got pissed when I picked AJ last time. But you don't want to pick AJ this high. It's going to be a New Japan talent, because that's just how you are. The question is, what New Japan talent is it going to be? Is it going to be Kenta? Is it going to be... It could be fucking Takahashi. It very well could be Takahashi. You talked about him earlier.
I get P-tier with him, man.
It could be Takahashi, or it could be Naito. Who knows? It could be any of them. But really, I think I outdraft you every single day of the week. It doesn't matter. You can have my Chris Sabin. You can take my Chris Sabin. I don't give a shit.
Chris
You
Sabin.
can reach for your FTRs. You can reach for your Garganos.
Go.
It doesn't matter.
Make your
It doesn't
pick,
matter
man.
who you reach for.
Do your pick.
No, I want to keep burying you.
You can keep burying me, but you're not going to believe who I'm picking next, so make your damn pick.
It's a different kind of energy seeing all this happen out live.
See, that's the thing. I don't...
What? Were they your next pick?
They actually kind of were. Why do you think I got so upset?
That's like the third round in a row, Austin.
What?
That I've taken your pick.
One of us has taken your next pick.
No? I wasn't going to take
you
Gargano.
I thought you were going
Yeah, you took Hangman. Moo. You both took my picks this round.
He has to shuffle down the draft board.
I literally have to do a little bit of searching here. There's one name I keep coming to, but I know I can get him later. Oh my god. Who do I want to take this high is the question. This is a high draft pick.
It's the 6th round pick. So
It's still a 6th round pick. We aren't in those middle rounds yet. We're still very high.
we're
I'm gonna go with
pulling
this-
from 3 companies.
I'm gonna go with a pick that's near and dear to my heart. My favorite wrestler in AEW, and I'm taking him with his manager. Give me Darby Allin and Sting.
Okay.
I like that, honestly.
Okay. I'm taking Bandito.
I was sitting here, I was like, bro, he's going to take Bandito. In my mind, I said, I want Bandito. In my mind, I was like, bro's going to take Bandito. Do I want Bandito or not? Do I want to reach for Bandito? I was like, no, bro, I don't want him. But I was like, but I fucking want him, bro. I was so close to taking Bandito. You don't understand how close I was. Bandito's not even on my mind the entire draft. I'm not even fucking with you. I came into this draft with like a handful of names, and he was one of them.
That's why I said out loud, I'm like, oh, I forgot he got signed because I'm going through AEW because I got to fix my stuff. I'm like, oh, hey, there's Bandito. Oh.
And I'm not even mad that you took him. I'm just glad somebody took him.
Yeah,
I don't
he's
think he
not
should be
top
a.
6, yeah.
I had
I
to
don't
admit,
think he's a 6th round pick.
Johnny
but-
Gargano was a complete misdirection to try and mess you guys up and or make you guys pick something completely away from him. I needed it.
I don't know. I'm fine with my pick though. Darby with Sting.
No, that's
I mean,
a great pick.
I like
Hands
Darby
down.
a lot.
And Sting can always wrestle if he wants.
Yeah, he can always throw himself off a balcony if he wants when he's feeling it. Cliff, you're next. Start us off for round 7.
Piss
I
him
will
off.
be making
Piss him off.
the 3rd pick from the World Wrestling Federation. I will be taking the Usos.
You dick. See, if Austin would have picked that, I would have been pissed at him. Now I'm just pissed at you.
See, what's crazy is I've barely even paid attention to WWE. which is criminal to say, but I have a... Here. I'll make a WWE pick here just because I know he will have a good match with Coda, with Zack Sabre Jr., with Jay White.
Don't do it.
Give me Finn Balor.
Yep.
Not who I thought you were going to say.
Bro's already proven that he is kind of a god in Japan. And if I'm pandering to the Japanese crowd, him versus Balor versus Ibushi, that's one hell of a fucking sell. Him versus Zack Sabre Jr., one hell of a sell. Jay White versus Finn Balor, hell of a sell.
It was. No,
yeah, because
Jay White was still a lion.
I think they did wrestle at one point, though.
Cliff picked.
I think so. Bro, you taking Roman?
No, Cliff picked.
I got the Usos.
I thought you were turning that into something.
Cliff picked Usos. Austin picked
Balor.
Continuing
I thought you were like, Cliff picked the Usos.
I'm gonna pick up Karrion Kross.
Maybe a little bit of reach there. I see, and that's coming from a Karrion fan. I like Karrion. I just think there's a lot of other talents that are better than him.
Am I trying to pull a Johnny Gargano again? The world may never know.
I don't know. I haven't had to change a single pick yet. Like, my draft path has been straight. I haven't had to divert at all.
Well, see, I never come into drafts with a set thing, because I know it'll start shifting around, and I'll start second-guessing myself. So I'm just shooting, every time I'm shooting from the hip. Mm-hmm. I got people in mind that I want, but it's not set. That way I'm not, like, kicking myself over letting them go. No, Round 8. Kick us off.
Back to me for round 8. Alright. So, I'm going to round out the triumvirate of my tag teams, and I'm taking Guerrillas of Destiny.
Ooh.
I'm going to take God.
Not a bad one.
From New Japan?
They're a New Japan team. They, I think, hold the New Japan tag team record for the championships.
For a while.
Tama Tonga was a part of the original inception of Bullet Club.
Oh, it's Tama Tonga?
Okay, yeah, Tama Tonga and Tangaloa. And Hikuleo.
Okay. You could have said Tama Tonga and I would have gotten it.
Okay. But yeah, no, I'm taking him and his brother because, man, I have 4 tag teams on my roster now and I'm feeling pretty good.
I have 1. Should have been
Darby
2,
and
but
Sting might be a tag team.
I mean, they wrestle as a tag team a lot.
Darby takes the bumps and Sting to make the saves.
I got one.
Oh,
Give me
big brain hat on.
Give me the other 2 members of the BCC. Give me Mox and Claudio. I've already got Bryan Danielson. I'm not counting Wheeler.
So
Wheeler was added after.
Me. I had Claudio coming up soon, and I was trying to figure out if I wanted to get rid of him or not.
So that's Mox
are we allowing that? Me taking Mox and Claudio?
They've been in multiple tag team matches, and they are technically a part of the same faction.
I mean, yeah, but I've also got Bryan Danielson. So BCC would have been Danielson and Claudio, but I've already got Bryan. So I think Mox fills in that part. So, well,
it's fine.
It was the 3 to begin with. It was Bryan Danielson, Mox, and Claudio. I already got Bryan, so the only other 2 left are Claudio and Mox.
Another member.
So in my head, what I'll do is I'll just say that you drafted Mox instead of Danielson, and then you got the tag team. So Freebird, it
Wheeler Yuta, whatever. He's good. He got added later though. He's not an original member.
It works for me. I'm cool with that. Yeah. But getting Mox and Claudio in the same fell swoop is a very smart move.
Bolsters my tag team division. If I need to split them up, 2 good individual wrestlers. Eli, what's your 8th round pick?
I know this one's going to be a little bit of an odd one. This guy partially got me into New Japan Pro Wrestling. I'm a sucker for the junior heavyweights completely. He's been tag champ with Alex Shelley. He's been tag champ, I believe, with Chris Sabin. He is a former cruiserweight champion. I believe he's a former North American champion.
He appeared in WWE as well for a couple of shows. Yeah.
He was in NXT for a little bit. I'm picking Kushida.
Back to the future, baby.
He can put on really, really good matches. And I think against Will Ospreay, they've had a rivalry before for the IWGP Junior Heavyweight Championship. Johnny Gargano would be able to put on great matches with him. Bandito and Kushida in the same ring, phenomenal. Put Ospreay, Bandito, and Kushida in the ring. That's a flipping masterpiece, legitimately. So Kushida is. I feel good with that pick. That's like one of the.
I already know my next pick, baby. Cliff, lead us off round 9.
Oh, I'm taking Naito.
Naito.
Tetsuya Naito, leader of Los Inauguales de Japan.
All right, Eli, you started saying this dude's kind of same backstory. Got me a little worried. We're talking to dude. You're talking to dude who was in NXT as Hideo Itami. Give me Kenta. Give me one of the best pro wrestlers in the world right now.
See,
Kenta won hell. Well, that was his problem in NXT. But before that, I don't like.
Do you want to know what he does nowadays?
What?
He's in a love-hate relationship with the camera.
Huh?
I wish I was joking, but he's in a love-hate relationship with a camera. Every interview he does.
I'm just saying, bro. Bro has a longer list of great matches than Flair.
Oh, no, he's phenomenal.
And I think it's his time to come back out. A great pro wrestler, had a not as good run as Hideo Itami. He was great in New Japan before then. Came into the NXT. Hideo Itami fell flat. Pro Wrestling Noah fell flat. Now he's back out, ready to spread his wings again.
I'm sticking with the junior heavyweights. This man has done death matches, or the equivalent to.
Nick Gage!
No. He's been a multi-time IWGP Junior Heavyweight Champion. He's been a multi-time Tag Team Champion. He's been in Mexico. I believe he was a part of... his faction got kicked out of New Japan. It was a huge storyline. From Suzuki Gun, I'm picking El Desperado.
Not a terrible
if you
pick,
know
I suppose.
New Japan, or at least him, you know that he can put on some pretty good matches.
Austen, say the name again because I missed it.
Mine?
No.
Kenta.
Eli's pick.
El Desperado.
I'm a big fan of his mask. I think his mask is really cool. I know that doesn't really have a whole lot to do with it, but...
Well, his whole thing is that mask. He wrestled without it, now he wrestles with the mask, and when that gets torn, it's like a whole new man enters the match.
How has no one taken Minoru Suzuki yet? Absolute king of beating the shit out of another dude.
Well, then you take him, Austen.
Hell no.
Exactly.
That's too big of a liability. Cliff, into the halfway point here. Beginning around 10. What are we feeling? Adam Cole, baby?
Adam Cole, baby.
See, I almost picked Adam Cole earlier, but I was like, that's a good pick,
He was going to be
though.
my pick for this round. I moved him down some.
Any style with anybody, as long as he,
That is true.
dodges
Him
the
and Cody
syndrome.
Would be amazing. Him and MJF would be neat if they would actually do that in real life.
All right, so yeah.
All right, it's up to me.
There's
I
a
don't
couple
know.
names I thought would be off the board by now that aren't. It's very interesting watching the draft path. Eli's over there trying to rebuild the X division. Austin's out here trying to do a little bit of everything.
Bro, I'm just trying to get the greatest. I'm just trying to get the best people that come to my mind. Like, I don't even care about styles as much. I just want people who are good at their job and can get it done.
I'm still
Because
waiting for
if you
Austin
have,
to jab me with a knife for the MCMG.
if
Oh, it's in
you
the
have, if you have, well, old Arn Anderson, I'm gonna pull out my Glock. But like, there's just so
There's so
Much.
much talent.
yeah, literally so much talent, so many good people. Like Kenta, if you would ask me before the draft, are you going to get Kenta? I would have said no. Pereira B. Adesanya. That's a little breaking news. Adesanya lost. Adesanya loses 5th round
Finally
TKO.
loses.
I was so confused on what the hell you were talking about right there.
UFC.
Yeah, UFC 281 was tonight. Adesanya lost his title. Cliff says finally. I mean, he has had it for a while, so it's
Means he's
it's
good.
nice. So, do I want to go? Oh man, what do I want to do here?
I'm just
What do I
gonna tell
wanna
you
do
right
here?
now, my next pick's a tag team.
I think I might take a tag team here. Give me the House of Black,
Oh,
but give me
wow.
Malachi and Brody.
That was the tag team minute anyways, so. I like that pick. Honestly, that's not a bad one.
I'll scroll
going with
through
the-
and their
Nope.
names just kept popping up. Their names kept popping up in my head. I'm like, Malachi's too good to still be sitting there. Someone's
I-
gonna take him.
I almost
I was
picked
like-
Brody as a singles.
So that's crazy to pick him over Malachi, though.
I'm going my next pick, a former ROH tag team champions, former Impact tag team champions. I believe they won tag gold in New Japan. One went to WWE, the other one became ROH champion. I think ROH television champion. Now they're a tag team again. I'm going with the Kingdom with the manager Maria.
I don't know about that pick.
They're not bad on the mic, and they can put on pretty good matches. And if they separate, I could push Matt Taven to the moon and get rid of Mike Bennett.
See, that's the problem there. Mike Bennett weighs that down. Mike Bennett's not that
Well,
good.
I can always throw a huge curveball at them and get rid of the tag team and just Matt Taven. But I'm getting them both
Then why didn't you just pick Matt Taven?
because I like the Kingdom as a tag team.
All right, that wraps up round 10. Going into round 11 here. I was going to give another little... we'll go ahead and do it. We'll run down the rosters here. Each of us will read out our rosters real quick. Cliff, if you want to start since you got the first overall pick.
All the way through all 10?
Yeah.
Alrighty. I've got Okada, Omega, Cody Rhodes, Adam Hangman, MJF, The Bucks, The Usos, Guerrillas of Destiny, Naito, and Adam Cole.
I thought you were going to say Gorillas of Delhi Street. I was getting really confused.
So for me, having the second pick, this is how my roster lines up as of now, halfway through. I've got Jay White, Zack Sabre Jr., Bryan Danielson. I spelled Brian wrong. Jesus Christ. Kota Ibushi, Lucha Bros, Darby with Sting, Finn Balor, BCC, which comprises of Mox and Claudio. We don't need that Wheeler Yuta dude. Kenta, and then with round 10, I got Malachi, Black, and Brody King.
My picks 1 to 10 are Will Ospreay, FTR, Tanahashi, Johnny Gargano, Motor City Machine Guns, Bandito, Karrion Kross, Kushida, El Desperado, and my 10th pick was Kingdom with Maria Kanellis. Maria Bennett. Did she change her name when she
I
left
still
WWE?
cannot believe I sat here and I confided in you. I talked to you about how much I liked Chris Sabin, and you still fucking took him, knowing damn well I wanted him.
I already said who I'm drafting this round, and if you can't remember who it is, I'm sorry. That's on you.
Cliff, kick us off with round 11 before I rip Eli's head off.
I'm gonna take. He's definitely not Uzi at all. I'm taking the prize fighter Kevin Owens.
Ooh. Okay.
And notice he didn't pick Sami Zayn because we are not doing old tag teams.
Yeah, that got a little out of hand last week.
Hey, I got Kevin Owens and Sami Zayn last week as well. Hey, I won that fucking draft single-handedly off of that shit, so...
I keep seeing the reports that Kevin Owens was supposed to be back by now to, like, pull the trigger on, like, the Sami Zayn stuff, but Sami Zayn is so damn far over that they want to wait to do it, and it makes me so happy. Because Sami Zayn's finally found his spot.
Well, Kevin Owens will probably sneak his way into War Games. That's probably when he'll come back.
That is
because it'll be the Bloodline. No, he'll come back for War Games because it'll be him, Drew, and then the Brawling Brutes against the Bloodline.
That's just like what happened on the NXT War Games.
Pretty much, yeah.
Yeah, that was a hell of a
Where
match. Austen.
he just stepped
Hell
in.
of a match.
You
Who are
said
you
my
picking in
name.
response?
You called. Okay, so
Better call somebody.
this one, I'm not even confident in this pick. This pick, a little out there. You guys probably wouldn't even have thought of him. I bet there's only one person here that would have thought of this pick, and it'd be great if this is his next pick, but I don't think it is because I don't remember him saying anything about it. But it's a dude's first name that I always butcher. Give me Ilja Dragunov.
That's not my next pick. I just wrote it down on my end. Let me fix that real quick. Cliff even made a comment about the guy I was gonna pick. I changed my pick though. Because well, I made the joke. You better call somebody, but then it clicked a tag team in my head, and I'm gonna make it Scissoring Day in WWE from now on, because I'm picking the Acclaimed with their manager Daddy Ass, Billy Gunn.
Are we counting that though?
He has
What do you mean?
wrestled. We're counting Sting as a manager.
But that's not a faction. Daddy Ass wrestles. Sting wrestles
Sting
with
has
Darby
wrestled.
as a tag team.
Okay, but you did him as a manager. You did him as a manager, not a tag team. You did him as a manager.
I said Darby with Sting.
Do you promise to only use Daddy Ass as a manager, Eli?
I will only use Daddy Ass as a manager. I have no reason
There
to
you
put
go.
Billy Gunn in a match.
There you go, Austen.
It still doesn't sit well with me, but whatever.
I'm not gonna ever use him.
He's retiring.
If I picked up Road Dogg, maybe I would use him, but Road Dogg's not available, so I'm not gonna use him.
Trying to get the New Age Outlaws back together in 2022.
Exactly.
What the hell?
You better
Okay.
call somebody.
Okay, Kevin Nash. Let's calm
Ooh,
down.
ladies and gentlemen, boys and girls, everyone of all ages, let's get ready to suck it.
I'm doing my New Japan
Alright, Cliff.
pick next.
Round 12. Kick us off.
However, this dude is feeling very Uzi because I'm taking Sami Zayn.
I knew that's where he was going with it, and I don't really care.
But now I've got KO Sammy that I can run. However,
Austin, you want to
I
scramble
can
through the
headline
New
With
Japan
you,
list
so
and
I
see who I'm gonna pick?
Yeah,
Not
I've got
really,
the
because I
Elite
don't...
and a decent chunk of the bloodline I want. So
Bro, you
I'll
could be
take it.
picking anybody from New Japan. You could be picking Umino for all I know.
Hell no.
no. Eli's gonna take oh god, what's his name? Give me a second. Hold on. Eli, your next pick is going to be
Could be Shibata for all I know. I don't fucking know.
yeah, he's gonna take Michael Nakazawa.
He's not in New Japan,
See-
is he?
He's in AEW now.
Yeah.
I'm struggling here. This draft is definitely a lot weaker than my last one just because of the sheer amount of I don't know.
Austin's going to lose this draft, and then he's going to come back to the next draft with like a 50-player draft board.
Okay, so I don't think I can make a case for that.
You could try.
I definitely don't think I can. Why are you doing that? You already fucking got him. Why does it matter?
Quit pointing at the mitten, Eli.
I was gonna say, is there any way I could get Christopher Daniels and Frankie Kazarian in a package
separately?
deal?
They're no longer a tag team.
They're not even in the same company anymore.
That's why I said I probably can't make a case for it.
We're not doing
see,
TNA.
there's no
Frankie
more
Kazarian, I don't think, is a part of AEW anymore.
No, he's
I
fighting
know he's
for the
on
TNA
this,
title.
but yeah.
God damn it! I don't want to take just Christopher Daniels though.
Christopher Daniels is good in New Japan.
I am a big Christopher Daniels. Well, he's also in AEW.
Is he still in there?
I'm a big Christopher Daniels fan, but I'm not taking him by himself this high.
Maybe it back in like TNA days or something, or H even, but nowadays.
See, now
That's
I've
not
got
even
my
a gamble I would take.
got my gears going a little bit. I'm thinking, who can have a good match with Jay White? Who can have a good match with Zack Sabre Jr.? Answer is really anybody. But who in WWE has not gotten that shot yet that I know will deliver? And I'm scrolling through, and there's one name that always comes back to me. As
someone got hurt and they retired the 24/7 title. Coincidence? I think not.
He's had a rough week. Now, if we're talking
It can
TNA
be
our
Gyro.
truth, I think
Oh, Ron the Truth Killings, different monster entirely.
this is going to be one hell of a reach. And no one was probably going to draft him, but I think he has the ability to put on a banger with anyone on this list.
Sheamus?
Give me Ziggler. Dolph
Ooh.
Ziggler. Bro hasn't had the opportunity. It should have been him, damn it!
It should have been him.
I've always loved Ziggler, though. I've always thought he's been hella underutilized. So we're putting Ziggler against Daniel Bryan, Ziggler against Zack Sabre Jr., Ziggler versus Balor in the Tokyo Dome?
Austin, you said that you were going to bring a new style to New Japan, but honestly, you haven't.
I definitely am not. I need to start drafting, like...
We've each kind of embraced what our brands are without, agreeing to agree to that.
Yeah, like, without even actually thinking about
Yeah.
drafting for it. Well, I have, like, a tiny bit. But, not, like, definitely hasn't been, like, influencing my picks a whole lot. Eli, finish us off for round 12 here.
Oh, I'm picking Lesnar.
Brock Lesnar, round 12.
I'm just imagining like an F5, Ospreay flips out of it and then drills him with a Oz cutter or something. Goes for the pin, 2 count, pop.
I mean, Brock did wrestle back in the day in Japan, so...
Yeah.
Alrighty, Cliff. Round 13. Kick us off.
You just saying that completely just threw me for a loop. Let me pull up my board. Give me a second.
Oh boy. I would like to point out that me and Austen are the ones with the most tag teams.
I have 5, my guy. They're just not.
You
I
have
couldn't draft them
3,
as tag
my
teams
guy.
because they're not active.
You
I
have
3.
3
Then I have
official
Hangman Omega,
tag teams.
and then I have Kevin Sammy.
But they're not official tag teams.
Okay, I'll book it next week. However, I think I definitely need to take a very little jaunt with how I'm drafting, and I need to draft someone young, because the youngest I have is MJF, but he's going to be on that Moon title, in the title picture for a while, so you know it's going to be a stretch if I'm explaining it this far. So, for my next pick, give me one of AEW's few undefeated champions. I'm taking Hook.
I knew you were going to say Hook as soon as you started going on that tangent. I'm not mad. I wasn't going to pick him. I think Eli, you might be mad at this next pick too.
Because, like, the Hook's so young, and I want to see him do great things. So
You definitely would have to. You'd have to do it right.
Oh yeah.
But I was
But I think I have the players in place to help me do it right with everyone.
I think you definitely do as well.
Naito would put him over quickly. It would be a funny rivalry between those two. Was Sammy?
Now I was scrolling through the old WWE roster. I was like, who can I pick that'll fit into my roster, piss Eli off, and prove New Japan right? And there's one dude that fits all three of those boxes. At least I think. Give me the King of Strong Style.
Oh.
No. Give me the King of Strong Style. Give me Shinsuke Nakamura. We're bringing him back over to NJPW.
Okay, I had him at the tail end of my draft, so, you know. Okay.
I think that's a good pick for your roster.
Also. Oh, that's a great
pick. We know he can go. It's not a question if he can go or not. We know he can. That's a safe pick. That's
Austin,
a very safe, conservative pick.
Because that doesn't piss me off.
Eli is trying so hard to just be unshakable this draft after you got to him last draft.
He's trying, bro. He doesn't even want Motor City Machine Guns. He just took him because he knew I wanted him. That's the only reason he has them.
No, I honestly want to.
He can't even tell me he. No, you didn't. No, you didn't.
With Johnny Gargano, I had them on my list. I had them in the 8th round, though. I moved them up behind Johnny. After I think it was Cliff took Cody, and I had to fix my list. And so I had to move
it's your pick
around.
here in the 13th.
I'm picking another tag team. I feel like they would work great with the Acclaimed and Motor City Machine Guns. FTR may be a little bit of a problematic fit. The Street Profits.
I don't know about that pick. You picked them last time, too. I don't...
Cliff's giving me a librarian.
Cliff is giving... I'll already say, Cliff is giving you a very bad look right now. Cliff, explain why you don't like that pick.
These people, when they got cut, this team, when they got cut from WWE, couldn't find anywhere else to wrestle. So that kind of says how I feel about the Street Profits.
Wait, are they not under contract?
Cut, by WWE?
No.
What the
when
hell are you
Vince
talking about?
fired them.
They got fired by Vince McMahon?
Yeah, they got fired by Vince. They got brought back by Hunter, so you're fine. But they
you're thinking about Hit Row.
You thinking Hit Row, my brother?
I could have swore Eli just said a WWE
Montez
pick.
Ford
I got
and...
mixed up.
Hello.
You're fine. That's a good pick. That's a good pick.
See?
Sorry.
Yeah,
It's still
he
not
likes that one.
It's still not a good pick.
He likes
it's
that
not
one.
a good pick.
It's good for me because it's not the team I was going to take.
Bro was thinking about Hit Row. He's like, oh fuck, I want Hit Row. He's like,
no, I was not thinking I want Hit Row. I was thinking, why the fuck are you taking Hit
Pick
Row?
him now. Pick him now. Pick him now before I do.
God, no.
well, it's your turn in the 14th.
I gotta find the tag team name. Give me a second.
I gotta say, Cliff's roster does not look bad.
Cliff's rosters look strong.
Thank you.
I have a lot of technicians. And I don't know why I picked all the technicians.
You say that, but you have Karrion Kross.
Yeah, well.
And
I know why.
In
I
the
picked
Motor
them.
City Machine Guns.
I wasn't looking at them when I was saying that.
Let
I
me
also
make sure
have
they're still inactive. Eli, you're the AEW stand. Is Finn Juice still a tag team? Juice
No.
Robinson and David Finlay.
no.
not?
They broke up when Juice separated and went to Bullet Club. Started a rivalry.
I could have swore Finlay
Actually.
went with him. I'm sorry. Anyway.
Mm-mm.
Okay.
No.
I apologize
Bro's
for
picking
that.
Juice Robinson.
I was going for the tag team.
No, they're separate now.
Okay. I just forgot about that. Okay, so that changes that. I'm just gonna take Styles.
Fuck you.
Bitch.
Right, say that was probably my next pick was Styles. It's all good.
I couldn't remember if Finn Juice were still together or not. So
It's all good. Because I was looking through my list, and I was also looking, I was like, who do I know can go? Who can sell? Who can go? And who do I like? Who do I want to bring? No other than Mr. Lucha Underground himself. Give me Prince Puma. Give me Ricochet. But he's going back to Prince Puma. We aren't keeping Ricochet. He's going back to
Okay, I'm
Prince
putting
Puma.
Ricochet
gimmick
down.
for him.
But
I'm putting down Prince Puma.
Can I abbreviate Prince Puma? Is that okay?
PP?
Yes.
You want to put down PP? I
already
don't give
did.
a shit what you write down. But Ricochet's too good. Prince Puma's too good to be doing nothing in WWE.
He just hasn't been able to find anything that sticks. Or he gets forgotten about.
Yeah, hopefully it doesn't and
Alright.
continue that way with Hunter taking over.
I fixed my draft board again. Because believe it or not, I had some very stupid picks coming up. This one I don't think's too stupid. think
You
it's
and
stupid at all.
stupid picks? Who would have thought it?
I'm picking Gunther.
I thought about Gunther earlier when I was thinking of Dragunov. I was thinking about Gunther.
I almost put Walter, but Gunther. He would be
So
changed
someone's
back
got
to
to pick the rest of Imperium, because he's going to go for the rest of
Get it?
he's going to go for the rest of Imperium. So
Oh, Austin, that sounds like a job for you.
this is definitely not a job for me.
I don't care.
I got many other tag teams I could be picking.
Oh, bro, sounds like Mr. Big Shot now, all because he took Motor City Machine Guns from me. Even though he's still third on this list. Cliff, kick us off in the 15th round.
Are we already in the 15th? Are you for real?
We're already in the
Yeah.
15th. You say that, but we're an hour and 13 in, so...
Oh shit.
Technically an hour and 6 if we cut out all the freaking bantering that me and Austin did at the
Well,
beginning.
Bryce said that lasted for 10 minutes, so really we're only at an hour and 3 minutes into the draft.
Jesus Christ.
So how's being in a draft with me
Wait,
and
wait, wait,
Austin?
wait,
What?
wait, 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 wait.
What?
Wait.
Daniels and Kazarian are still under AEW contract, by the way. Just throwing
Not a
that
tag
out
team,
there.
no.
Yes, they are.
They're not a tag team.
They were at one point.
They were. Then I want DIY,
Last
bitch.
draft. Jesus
Cliff,
Christ. It just got
what-
super fucking hostile. Holy shit.
Cliff, what's your 15th round pick?
I am going to be taking the only team that I could really think is worth taking from WWE anymore, and that's the New Day.
Kiss my ass, you freaking bitch.
There you go, Austin. I
You
got him
you
for
say you say that, but you took the Usos earlier.
I said the only other team.
Oh, other. I thought you
You
said the
are
only team. I
a
was like, what the
dick.
fuck you
No,
mean?
the only other
That's
team
the
I
only
see is valuable
last
taken
one that's
from
been in the
WWE.
same spot. The only one that's been in the same freaking spot, and you had to freaking take him, you dickhead. It wasn't even Austen that got me pissed off. It was Cliff.
Hey, as long as you get your little feathers ruffled, I'm chilling. But
Big chill.
I'm sitting here looking. I want to go WWE here. I'm not sure who I want to get. There's not a lot of people left. I mean, there is, but I don't know if there's a lot of people that I would want to take left here. There's a lot of good names. Fuck. Okay.
The hell? Oh, Roman
I
Reigns.
was
I couldn't see the
thinking
top
Roman.
of his hand.
But
No, that was the Miz point.
Oh. I was about to say, I couldn't see the top
Okay.
of your hand. Usually it's just like up in the air, but...
I will try to make my case, and if not, I'll pick someone else.
Go.
Give me RK Bro. They're only not a tag
tag
team
team.
I'll accept
because Randy is hurt.
They're
it.
still
I'll
a tag
accept
team.
it. And he still wears the RK Bro merch, so
Yeah. Tag
That makes
team,
me so happy.
Tag team,
yeah.
Imperium.
I told you I was going to take Imperium. Like, there's no question about it.
New Day was
have a
next on my
mid-card
list.
faction, so
We all got a faction now. I got the BCC. You got
I
the
got the
Elite, and
Elite.
he's got Imperium.
yeah.
So we all got factions now. And you've got
What?
kind of the Bloodline.
Well, I will after my next pick because I'm taking.
Yeah,
Roman.
you're picking Roman, yeah.
Yeah. It's too late not to like. he's
See,
been
I
part of
was
the company.
I was
You're still
thinking about it.
missing
I was
somebody.
like, yeah, you're missing Sokoa.
Yeah, if someone
I
wants
was-
to waste a solo pick on Sokoa, go ahead.
I was thinking, I was like, it'd be cool from a New Japan perspective to bring
yeah.
like the superstar, because I almost took Roman there. So like bringing Roman, who is very like a Western type of wrestler, into New Japan, especially with all the New Japan wrestlers that I have.
The only
It
way
def-
I think you could do it though would be if you introduced him through the Bullet Club, because the Bullet Club is the Western style wrestling.
Imagine Roman being the leader of the Bullet Club.
Oh my god. He's the one who kicks out Jay White.
Tama Tonga wouldn't be added back, though.
So yeah,
Okay.
I'm gonna take the one. Continue to just pack my roster full.
See, the thing is, I feel like that's really the only place to get people from now is WWE, since we haven't touched it a whole lot. Because, like, I feel like a lot of people in AEW aren't really worth wasting a pick on.
I think I have enough tag teams.
Okay. I think I know who I'm going here. He's
I bet it's what I
had
just put down on my list.
numerous... I highly doubt it. He's had numerous success in his early years, his middle years, his late years. He's had success in the U.S., in Japan, everywhere all across the world. I'm taking the Ayatollah of rock and roll. Give me Chris Jericho.
I legit just put him down on my list.
Did you really?
I was going to introduce him as Ocho.
The Pain Maker. Whatever the hell that means. Chris Jericho.
I
Honestly,
think
not
that's
bad.
pretty good. Yeah, you know.
I'll better say
really
this late
recognizable name.
in the draft, I mean, fitting in perfectly with the Japanese crowd. They loved him when he was over there.
Oh yeah, oh yeah.
Eli,
Boy, I know.
finish us off for round 16.
I going with Bray Wyatt.
That's not a bad pick.
I was contemplating it. I'll go with Bray Wyatt.
A good pick. I didn't even think to put him on because, he just returned.
Well, that's why I thought about him. It's about like Bandito. Bandito just signed with AEW.
See, I thought about getting Bray earlier, but I was like, I don't think he'd fit well in my roster. Because if we're building a cohesive roster, Bray would stand out like a sore thumb in
He'll
that
fit
roster.
well enough with mine.
The roster that I'm building. So Cliff,
Especially with who my
round
next pick is.
17.
17. Jesus Christ. Getting down, I'm surprised a lot of my names that I had written down for my lower picks are still there. So, I will be taking Juice Robinson.
I knew you'd take him.
I thought you were going to take him higher up, to be honest.
I'm surprised he fell this far.
I just
I'll
don't
pair
like
him up
him.
with AJ Styles. They
enough.
can run back the Bullet Club dream team that we never got.
What cracked out dream were you having?
Okay.
Dream of a good
So-
tag team.
So we can pull 2 people from a stable, correct?
We have let you,
Depends.
yes.
Okay. So
Like, you can't just say, okay, we'll go with you.
you guys are gonna. I want to see your
Depending on who it
reactions
is.
when I say this.
Or are you
So
trying to say L.I.J.?
Huh?
Are you going to try to say L.I.J.?
Who?
L.I.J. I would love to hear you try to say L.I., the real name of
Los
L.I.J.
Nobles de Japón.
No. We're going NJPW, and this is going to be a
Is
classic
NJPW
pick. This is
dipshit?
okay. Fuck you. Let me get my pick out. Okay. We're going.
All right, let's hear it.
We're going classic NJPW. We're going two older wrestlers that can go at it.
Cozy.
We're taking them as a tag team because I'm pulling them out of Suzuki Gun. Give me Minoru Suzuki and Taka Michinoku.
God damn, yeah.
And in case you all are wondering if you've been watching this long, when we go silent, it's because we are fixing our draft boards and or looking at the boards and writing stuff down. It's silence
I'm
is
just
because we're
marking
trying
off.
to go through.
Yeah, I'm just marking down what you guys draft so that way I have all 3 lists.
Cliff saying LIJ
If-
scared me a little bit.
If you would have asked me before this draft if I would get Minoru Suzuki and Taka Michinoku, I would have called you fucking stupid. But here we are.
They're not a bad tag team.
We took a very broken path to get here, but we're here.
My only problem is how much longer can they go? That's my only thing with it.
You are right about that.
But huge hit back in Japan. We'll keep them over there, and I'm sure they'll get asses in seats.
This guy, I've moved him back and forth, back and forth, back and forth, back and forth, back and forth. You know what? My son, I'm done picking tag teams. I'm gonna change it one last time. From LIJ, I'm picking Hiromu Takahashi. And I'm picking Bushi.
Who?
Hiromu
Did you
Takahashi
say Ibushi?
and Bushi. No.
Ibushi.
said
Okay, I
Ibushi.
thought you.
Not, yeah.
Well, I thought he said Ibushi, and I was like, ah.
And Bushi.
I was like, go look in the 4th round.
They are both wonderful, high-flying athletes. Both
I'm just putting
former
down LIJ.
IWGP Junior Heavyweight Tag Champions and IWGP Junior Heavyweight Champions, formerly. Hiromu set the record of 4 consecutive Super Juniors tournament wins. He's the Okada of the junior division, pretty much. And him and Bray Wyatt together would be excellent television, to say the least. The man comes down to the ring with a cat and acts like it's alive. So him and Bray Wyatt would be a phenomenal tag team. Tag team? Rivalry, in my opinion.
Honestly, I think from here on out, this is all going to be personal picks.
Basically, yeah.
This is all just going to be people that have fallen this far that you just love and you want to have them on your roster. Because that's how I'm going to treat this. Because I already got my next pick in mind. So, Cliff, if you want to kick off the 18th round.
I most certainly will. And we did say that this is just a men's draft, correct?
Yes.
Yes.
I just saw Becky Lynch and just...
Yeah, because
for some reason,
I had Abaddon as my 4th round pick.
We could do
I
that
had to
next
put
week
Johnny.
if you wanted to.
Yeah, we'll do.
I had to
we'll
put
do
Johnny
a draft
Gargano.
next week, yeah. Sure, yeah, that works for me.
So kick us off, round 18. Who do you got?
Round 18. All very personal picks. So, I've already got Hook. So, I love me a little bit of that Danhausen. Every show needs the comedy gimmick. And
I
the
have
very nice,
Hiromu.
very evil Danhausen can be that guy.
You
for
have
me.
Danhausen. Is Ziggler Austin's?
No, I think I'll find.
However,
I think I'll
If
find one before.
if I pull out evil Danhausen, he could win the title.
That dude used to look terrifying.
Evil Danhausen goes crazy.
Evil Danhausen is a completely different wrestler. Like, he won't curse you; he'll pull the Glock. Like,
He'll pull your teeth out. That used to be his gimmick. He used to have a jar of teeth. That's why there's teeth around his tights.
yeah, evil Danhausen is. Oh my god.
He's a different beast.
Ooh.
So this pick here, incredibly personal. Well, not personal, but I was a fan of this dude in NXT. Got to see him wrestle live when I went to Fastlane. He was the pre-show. He was in the pre-show match, I'm pretty sure. And he recently just came back. Give me the perfect 10, Ty Dillinger. Give me Sean Spears, whatever you want to call him by. Absolute great guy. Just
Sean Spears sounds
Good
better
guy.
than Ty Dillinger.
good guy off the camera. Can go in the ring. Never really got a shot in WWE. He's kind of played second fiddle most of his AEW run as well. So I think we'll give him a shot over New Japan.
As we're finishing this draft out, I'm grabbing another LIJ. I was gonna grab somebody else completely, but if we're going with people we enjoy ourselves to finish this out, I watched him in TNA, Impact Wrestling. He was mentored by Muda. He joined up with the Revolution faction of James Storm, Manic, and Abyss,
You're taking
and
TJP,
Mahabali
aren't you?
Shira. Huh? No.
You're taking TJP, aren't you?
Manic was TJP. No. I'm picking the man who used to be the Great Sonata, and now is just Sonata. I'm picking Sonata, New Japan, all around, pretty good athlete, just hasn't ever really been used properly. I think I have enough people in my roster to be able to use him properly. Brock Lesnar and him would be a weird matchup, but it could be a good matchup.
All
So
right.
I'm glad you're not taking TJP, because I'm taking TJP.
Are you really?
Yes.
I made a joke about that at the beginning because it's a joke. He's a joke.
No, he's not.
Yes,
How?
he is.
Ow.
He is currently the tag team champion in New Japan for the lightweights. I just
Fun
can't-
fact.
They don't have a tag team name, so I don't.
Fact,
wanna
fun
try to
fact,
take
fun
them
fact,
both
fun fact.
because, you know.
Did you know that he started wrestling when the Attitude Era was a thing? And he could have been a part of the original Cruiserweight division?
Yeah, he's
Yeah.
been a part of the game for a long time. So yeah, I'm taking TJP.
So, you guys said I need a comedy gimmick, and the best comedy gimmick going in wrestling right now is still on the board. So I'm pulling them off. Give me Orange Cassidy. I'm not taking R-Truth. I love R-Truth.
Oh.
Give me Orange Cassidy though. R-Truth is hurt right now. He's kind
He's
of
become a
on.
lot more serious recently, though.
Well, yeah, it's because he's got the title.
Yeah, like it carries in a back.
They had to switch.
But yeah, no, you switch OC back to just the gimmick. Oh yeah,
And
oh yeah,
you know he can put on good matches. He's done it before.
hell of a wrestler.
He's talented. He's a great wrestler. Throwback to one of our earlier episodes where I said this. I still truly don't think he is really one you put a title on. You'll pay him the good money because he'll put asses in seats and he's pure entertainment, can go, but I don't think you put a title on him. And I got a lot of people on my roster we can put titles on. So him versus Dolph would be one hell of a match.
Oh my God, you're right though.
My 19th pick. It's another man. You picked the American Dragon. I am picking Japan's Dragon from LIJ, another LIJ member, one of my favorite factions in New Japan. I'm picking Shingo Takagi because he is a absolute monster. He could go against Gunther and be able to put on a big meaty men slapping each other. Brock Lesnar would be a decent match to get with him. Him and Will Ospreay have put on some really good matches. Tanahashi and him could be really good. Johnny Gargano and him would be decent. Bandito and him would be good. I want to put him against Karrion Kross, though. That one would be a really good matchup.
None of us have drafted giants. Like, we haven't taken Braun. We haven't taken Omos. We haven't taken Satnam Singh.
Because Braun is
none of us have drafted.
That just goes online and whines and complains because he ain't getting shit.
And apparently he's got, like, nuclear level heat backstage in WWE right now.
Yeah.
Braun does.
So,
Yeah.
Yeah.
Did you not see the
Why?
tweet he put? He tweeted out that he was the co-main event over the guys that do flips and stuff. And it was two big guys putting it. Yeah, he shit on the cruiserweights and everything else.
and then
Vince would be proud.
that prompted Ali to ask him if he could teach him how to get fired on
Will
Twitter.
Will Ospreay reacted to him. And then somebody pointed out that Logan Paul was the main event instead of him.
Yeah, think about that for a second.
Hey, you
Exactly.
say that, but Logan Paul can fucking go.
Logan Paul impressed me. I gotta admit.
Logan Paul is probably better than like 80% of AEW's roster.
But
Yeah.
we've drafted so much of AEW.
I'm saying, like, probably the
I
people
haven't.
outside of this. Cliff, final round here, round 20. Finish us off.
So I have to dig way down to pick this very last sleeper pick to round out my roster. And I left this spot blank on purpose when I filled out my draft board. Because I expected, something to come to mind before the end of the show. And nothing ever did. So I'm going to have to look through the hotel, look through the rosters, and see what pops up.
We can flip these if you want to. That way you go last, Eli will go, and then...
I mean, I really don't care.
Because I'm guessing Eli already has his pick. Yeah, we'll flip him. Eli, you can go ahead and draft. We'll snake this round because it's the last round.
We've joked about this guy a couple of different times. Austen has said I was going to pick him up earlier. Then he said that Cliff was going to pick him up at one point.
Well, I've already...
I enjoy him immensely. I'm picking up Shibata. That's my final pick. I want Shibata versus Karrion Kross. Or Shibata versus Brock Lesnar, where he just gets F5'd in German suplex, then he sits up, gets back up, tells Brock to hit him again, another German suplex, gets up, do it again, over and over again. You could hit 800 German suplexes and 5 million F5s, and Shibata's still going to stand back up. He's going to be dead by the end of the match, but I can worry about that later. And question, are we still putting titles on people?
We can do that at the end, yeah.
I say we'll wrap it up after we're done drafting. Because we are at an hour and a half. Almost an hour 40. So we'll probably just wrap it up. If we want to put titles, we can discuss it later next week. But as far as my pick goes, I'm struggling here. There's a lot of talent still left. I'm going to go ahead and name off a few names.
I've already got that, so...
Seth is still left. Edge is still left. Solo's still left. Shelton's still left. The Miz is still left. Ciampa's still left. And that's all the talent from WWE. The Good Brothers are still left. I mean, a lot of talent coming just undrafted. Which makes it really hard for me to say this last pick. Makes it so hard. This tag team has been going for Lord knows how long. This is an old tag team, a classic tag team. There's one place I'm pretty sure they've had a run there, but not quite the run that they thought. Give me the Hardys. The Hardys are going at 20. We're going to give them a run in Japan as their Twilight run.
I mean,
this is
on
their
the roster.
This is the end of... Or if you don't want to do that, I'll just take Seth Rollins and...
No, you're good.
Well,
I'm okay with it. They're on the roster.
No, actually, give me Seth Rollins instead. I changed my mind. I'm taking Seth.
Fuck you. God damn it. I already had him written down.
I knew you did. That's why I switched it.
Fuck.
I feel like
Because
if you wanted
I was sitting there, I was
anything,
looking.
he would have been fine.
Well, I saw Seth as I was thinking Hardy's. I was like, do I want to go for talent or do I want to go for sentimental value? And I almost went for the Hardys. And then I second-guessed myself. We're going Seth freaking Rollins. Seth can also be our comedy gimmick. We'll put Seth against Orange Cassidy.
Have Seth start laughing.
Seth and Mox can have a little program.
I got my champions for next week's show.
Cliff,
I
you
need
have the
Japan
final
champions.
pick.
I'll take Seth Rollins. Fuck.
There's still a lot of talent left out there.
Oh, yeah. Having 3 different companies to pick from was a lot.
It was a lot to digest. And if you would have asked me if I'd picked this many New Japan people, there's no way I would have. And there's still a lot of talent in New Japan.
Well, Sabre and
I'm
Bryan
roll
is
dice.
a hell of a
I cannot
matchup.
pick between the two of them. I'm gonna take Roosh.
I literally
looked
was
at him
scrolling
a
through
couple
and I
times.
looked at Roosh. Yeah.
Yeah, I'm gonna take Roosh.
And with that, that rounds out our draft. The first three-way main three pro wrestling promotions draft for the Ace and Hole podcast. It's closed. So we'll go ahead and read off our rosters here real quick, and then probably send her home. Cliff, go ahead and read off your roster.
Starting first round to last, I've got Kazuchika Okada taking out the number 1 overall pick in the entire draft, followed by the cleaner Kenny Omega, the American Nightmare Cody Rhodes, Hangman Adam Page, MJF, the Bucks, the Usos, the Guerrillas of Destiny, Naito, Adam Cole, Kevin Steen, Sami Zayn, Hook, AJ Styles, The New Day, Roman Reigns, Juice Robinson, Danhausen, TJP, and Roosh. El Toro
You said Kevin Steen, but not El Generico.
I was waiting for El Generico.
The further we get down in the drafts, the crazier the shit I write down gets.
Well, you wrote down PP for Prince Puma, so...
Yes, I did. Yes, I did.
So looking at my roster, beginning to end, Cliff's was AEW, if you want to frame that into perspective. Mine was New Japan, and I actually did kind of draft towards the perspective of being New Japan.
New Japan.
So like, just thinking of all the people you could bring over to New Japan and like how cool that would be and the mixtures of all that. I think I drafted a pretty good New Japan, if that's what we're basing this off of. So looking at mine, the New Japan roster, with first to last, got Jay White, Zack Sabre Jr., Bryan Danielson, Kota Ibushi, the Lucha Bros, Darby with Sting, Finn Balor, the BCC, which is comprised of Mox and Claudio Castagnoli, Kenta, Malachi, and Brody King, Ilja Dragunov, Dolph Ziggler, Shinsuke Nakamura, Prince Puma, Ricochet, whatever you want to call him, RK Bro, which is Matt Riddle and Randy Orton, Chris Jericho, Minoru, and Michinoku. Absolutely wild pairing, honestly. I don't even know how the fuck I threw that together. Sean Spears, Orange Cassidy. I know they have, but like me, I would be the one pulling that out. You more like you probably would have been the one to pull that out
They
here.
were on my list
And then my
a couple
final
times.
draft pick was Seth freaking Rollins.
My final draft, that it changed a lot. You guys going through and competing with both of you. Had it just been Austen, I probably would have kept it a lot the same way. Cliff made me change it a few times. 1 to 20. I got Osprey, FTR, Tanahashi, Johnny Gargano, Motor City Machine Guns, Bandito, Karrion Kross, Kushida, El Desperado, Kingdom with Maria, The Acclaimed with Daddy Ass Billy Gunn, The Manager, officially retired. We got Brock Lesnar, Street Profits, Gunther, Imperium, Bray, Hiromu and Bushi, Sanada, Shingo. My last pick was Shibata.
I think, honestly, this one's a lot harder to call on who won. I think Cliff won solely because he got the first pick, so he got 2 Okada before us. He got 2 Omega before us. He got...
Well, you can just stop right there. Because what you think rivalries really good at the recent decade. Okada and Omega, Tokyo Dome, world title.
You say that, but I got
whole
Jay
saga
White and
between
Zack
them.
Sabre. I got
And
Jay
they ain't
White
done
and
nothing. They ain't done
Ibushi.
nothing.
You couldn't have
They
taken
ain't done
Kenny
nothing.
Omega number 2 overall.
That is true. I almost picked Omega. I did.
Sabre and
but-
Bryan is not a bad
Surprised
combo.
I got him. Very surprised I got Omega at number 4.
Well, that 4th spot would have been tricky either way, because you would have either gotten Jay White, Will Ospreay, or Omega.
I was fully planning on Okada and Ospreay, not gonna lie. Because I didn't think Kenny would still be there.
I don't
You
know
wanna know
why.
who my
I just
first
felt
pick
like
was?
I felt like Jay White was the right move. I don't know why.
Well, he's
Something
the
spoke.
current champ.
Yeah, something spoke to me, and I was like, Jay White would just. He's the type of dude I want. I would want if I ran a wrestling promotion.
My original thing was FTR, Tanahashi, Shinsuke,
F-
then Ospreay.
FTR first?
I was gonna pick FTR first. And when you picked Okada, and then it went Jay, I'm like, okay.
Bro, if you wouldn't have picked Ospreay, I
We're
would have
gonna
picked
grab
Ospreay. And you would have been fucked for the rest of the draft. You wouldn't have been able to recover. I still don't know if you recovered after the FTR pick. And then especially after the Gargano pick.
I actually put a question mark next to the Gargano pick.
And then the Motor City Machine Guns pick after that.
To be honest, I was hoping we were going to be able to get a switch again. And
Who
I
do you
had a
want to
switch in
switch?
mind. But we didn't, so...
Do we want to do a switch? I'll leave this.
Option two. I'm okay with it.
I will leave it up to you guys. I'm fine with doing a switch if we want to.
Yeah. Eli, go first.
I get a switch? I can
Yes, you
switch
get a
Johnny
switch.
out? I can switch Johnny out. You cannot get
If you
mad at
want
me.
to.
Switch
You
whoever
cannot make
you
fun of
want.
this. You cannot make fun of this. We have learned. Sheamus
it's
comes to
already
my
starting
head
off bad.
immediately. Sheamus comes to my head immediately. I think back to WCPW. Ospreay. Gunther. Kushida. Hiromu. These guys can put together amazing matches. I'm changing my fourth pick
Where you
to
defended
Drew.
the worst my expectations keep going.
I knew as soon as you said WCPW, you were taking Drew. I high-key was hoping you're switching out Motor City Machine Guns for Drew.
No. I'm switching Johnny for Drew just because I could put Drew in with Ospreay. It would be great. Drew and Gunther, I think, could be great. Drew and Karrion have proven that they can be great in the ring together. I feel like Drew is a
Austin,
safer
you
bet.
gonna switch
there.
anything?
If you would
I'll
trade,
be honest with you.
I'll trade you a tag team from Motor City if you really want.
The only tag team I'm willing to trade you for the Motor City Machine Guns would probably be Minoru and Michinoku for Motor City Machine Guns. That would be the only. Because I'm not giving you Malachi and Brody for the Motor City Machine Guns. I'm not giving you RK Bro for the Motor City Machine Guns. I'm sure as hell not giving you the Lucha Bros for the Motor City Machine Guns.
That's not who I was looking at.
The only team. That's probably the only people I'd be willing to give up. Maybe Kenta. That's a very, very far stretch, though.
It's not who I
That
was
would have
looking
to
at.
take a lot more than. That would have to take a lot more than just the Motor City Machine Guns.
It's not who I was
I'm
looking
not
at.
giving you Jericho either. I'm not giving you
It's
Jericho
not who I was
either.
looking at.
Then who are you looking at?
I want Ilsha.
No, I'm not trading Dragunov for the Motor City Machine Guns. Now, if you gave me the Motor City Machine Guns and Bandito for Dragunov, we might have a
I need
deal.
somebody too. I need somebody else.
No, you don't. You don't
You gotta
need
replenish
anybody.
the hole I get in that. That
No,
puts
I
me at
don't.
19, bitch.
How much do you want Dragunov? If you want him that bad. How about this? We're already running super late on time. We can discuss trades and all that later if we want. We're almost
Okay.
at 2 hours
Okay.
now.
Okay.
Damn.
Spotify. We did the time. Push us.
Now, next week will be our kind of wrap up, and if we decided to push any trades through any of that. But, oh boy, what a massive.
Did you wanna do a
fucking-
swap?
Austin?
No, I'm not swapping anyone.
I'm good.
So, I mean, that wraps up our draft. I knew it would be a lot longer. I didn't think it'd be almost 40 minutes longer. But I guess we'll have to see how this does. We'll have to see if this catches the algorithm. But
Gotta find our niche out there somewhere.
so we have to throw final words in here. You two, final words.
He has been mentioned in a few podcasts. I just want to give out the shout out to Chad. I may not agree with his Parker comments and everything, 'cause I think Parker is the biggest piece of
High key, I
shit
don't know
in
if Chad
wrestling.
listens anymore.
Well, we guys,
'Cause I quit sending Chad.
Just like
Maybe
I
we
still
can
have to
film a
mention
little segment with
Stan
Chad.
Hansen. Stan Hansen's the best professional wrestler.
We'll have
Maybe
to,
Chad.
You know why I
Maybe
say
Chad
that,
can
right?
do our intro.
You know why I say that, right?
tune in next
No.
week to find out.
Do you want to know?
If you want to
Because he
bestow
was one of the biggest piece of
over-
shit stiff wrestlers back in the day.
I think you have said that.
He was the biggest
you-
dick. Worse than Bob Hardcore Holly.
Cliff. Final words.
It was really fun actually being a part of this draft. Instead of sitting in my work office watching the last draft, watching you run circles around Eli as long as your roster stayed healthy. That was the biggest
Definitive
thing I took
winner.
away. As long as your roster could stay healthy, you would win. But
My thing is, a lot of the people that I drafted that were injured, that was like their first time being injured and being away for a while. Like the entire time Randy's been there, like Randy hasn't really been super injured his entire career, and now he's finally getting this time off.
Well, it's been all the RKOs that he's done, landing straight on his back. He's gone on record to say that.
Why are you giving me that look?
It
Name
was
another-
a long time we called him paper and glass.
When?
He was
See,
hurt.
see, you can't even think of it. You were just saying that. You can't even think of it.
You
The
gotta cut me
WrestleMania
off
we
before I can even
watched.
say.
Which I think it was Triple H versus Undertaker. That comment was brought up.
Anyway, I don't want to go over 2 hours here.
Alrighty, Austin, take us away then.
But you haven't said your final words yet.
We just talked. Am I supposed to say something specific? What on earth is that?
I don't know. I don't
I'm
know
sorry,
what on
I've
earth.
completely forgotten about what's supposed to happen in the year 2024.
That's all we need.
It's so
That may be for the
crazy.
best.
It's just transcended my mind.
You haven't been here for like 2 weeks, and you all of a sudden forget.
Do you remember the outro?
Friar
Wild
hell.
here.
Do you remember the outro?
Oh
Friar
my
hell
god!
took my brain cells.
Shut the hell up, bro.
Seeing somebody down the road?
Bro, trying to steal the
Have a good
outro
day down
from
the
me
road.
again.
What is it?
Mute him. Mute him.
I do have that authority. I'll just mute you. But oh my god, if you've listened this long, I don't know what the fuck you're doing, honestly. Listen to us for 2 hours? Jesus Christ. I wouldn't even want to listen to us for 2 hours. But here we are. We're trying something a little different. Next week we'll probably try something completely fucking different as well. I think we mentioned the doing a women's draft next week. Hopefully that one might move along a little faster. That way we don't have a bulk of fucking 2 hours. But I mean, as far as this week goes, hope you all enjoyed it. Let us know if you enjoyed it. There was a question that went out last week with the post. I might put another one out this week. Just know we all appreciate you listening. Checking on your loved ones. If you love someone, make sure you tell them, because you never know when that might be the last chance you get to tell them. And just remember, we've got you covered because we're your
Ace in the
ace
hole.
in the hole. Catch you on down the road.